The mini break is nothing less than complete submission to ungovernable chaos. For once you leave the house, how the flip can the cat be expected to find food, shelter and adequate entertainment? In short, once you leave the borders, how in heck can you locate the good shiz? But do not unfurl your fiery ire, for I, the waste of vowels that is Richard Ayoade, am here to make your short-haul holiday game the stuff of dreams that could one day become anecdotes. I, while saddled with some of the most available people in the world of factutainment, am going to savagely barrel you through a multi-packed mini-break. This is travel without mercy. Tonight, 48 hours in Tenerife, the largest of the Canary Islands. And if that stat didn't wet your dock, how's about hearing that it bosoms 6 mil visitors per calendar year and that it's a paltry 186 miles from the coast of Africa? Joining me on this infernal trek is writer, actor, director and criminal underachiever Lena Dunham.
Woo!
Together, we make a volcanic ascent.
Humans shouldn't be permitted to do this.
You shouldn't be higher than rain. Club miniature balls. This is the kind of golf I can do business with. And casually dismiss years of creative endeavour. It seems like the act of an absolute deranged serial killer.
It really does.
We're here, but should we have come? Really? After a flight taking 4.5 hours from London and one from LA that may have been even longer, we arrive exhausted atop the island south. Look at this.
People are really baking like clams.
People have insufficient melanin for this situation.
But Richard, why have you brought me to Tenerife?
That is a timely question, which I will now answer. One of 7 islands to make up the Spanish archipelago of the Canaries, the sadly seismic landmass of Tenerife bears the pockmarks of its beloved legacy. Long a tourist treasure, it was conquered by the Spanish in the 15th century, became a pit stop for pirates in the 16th, and in the 20th was fatally felled by the full English. In 1797, Nelson famously lost his arm while attacking the island's capital of Santa Cruz, something we should all bear in mind, lest shiz kicks off from the cobbles. A weekend and tea to the reef can be had for as little as £164, a figure we may surpass with wanton excess.
I feel really cool in this car.
It's good. It could be the reboot of Herbie Goes Bananas. The only track we're prepared to take remains resolutely unbeaten, so we thunder to the town of Takarante in the undiscovered north of the island.
We need our bags.
Oh, how do you open this thing?
You have to figure the driver.
They'll cut to it. Here we are at the emblematico Casa Casido.
Wow. Knock, knock.
I think, wow, I need to get these people to install the security system in my home.
That's perfect. Here, let me just make sure.
Yes.
I believe the coast is clear.
Our assigned abode has morphed from the town's museum in the 19th century to a family home before solidifying into a 5-room boutique hotel.
Wow. There's a sort of indoor-outdoor sharing space with the elements thing going on here that I'm going to try and embrace.
This is a problem. Yeah. After 3 more miles of corridor, I finally arrive in this wide 2-shot.
This is really quite a view.
Superficially pleasing, yes. There's a good horizon.
I'm not going to lie to you, Richard. I'm pretty hungry.
Yes. Well, we need huachinche.
What's a huachinche?
What do you mean, what's a huachinche? Huachinche is a kind of pop-up tavern, and they serve food, rustic fare, to people like us pretending to be authentic.
Alrighty.
Look at this, the huachap.
No.
They took the day off when they came up with that pun.
That is too good.
Thank you. Let's click on the map. Look, there's a lot of huachinches locally. Let's pick this one. With valves agape, we wouse through the Orotava Valley, the clefts of which are massively besprinkled with huachinches, before executing this precision park at Casalito.
Everything about this screams really authentico.
Which, like all huachinches, offers a cluster of competitively priced Canarian classics and homemade wine.
Has anyone educated you on the local fare?
I visited a Wikipedia page briefly. I'm going to try and say some of these things in Spanish.
And I'm going to support you.
Ay, ensalada. Salad. Carne de cabra.
Cabra.
That's
Sí.
the one.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep, that's goat. That's goat. I know.
Then I'm looking at huevos.
Huevos al estampido.
That's it. This guy, get out of my head. Yeah? Escaldón. That's escaldón.
Escaldón is a highly calorific paste made from toasted gofio flour and stock, eaten in Tenerife for centuries.
Escaldón, which is an excellent name for a villain.
I get really nervous sometimes with new foods.
Right.
Like, if it's not something I immediately recognize as a substance I've put in my body hundreds, if not thousands of times.
It seems quite heavy.
Okay.
I think it's going to provide comfort. Very hard to pin that down as a flavour.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Like meatloaf. Okay.
I'm not gonna lie.
Go on.
This is a little complex for me.
We follow with my old enemy, stewed goat,
This goat will not yield.
and cheese grilled with palm honey,
The cheese is very good.
It's pretty good.
with a side of paprika-laden egg and chips for the table.
Just the 3 eggs there.
What's stressful to me, Richard, and answer me this if you feel the same way, is the concept of putting all of this in your body at once. Do you know what I mean? It feels like any one of these foods,
You want a week between them.
well, yeah, it requires like a 24 to 48 hour digestion period. Oh, okay, great.
Great. Thank you very much.
I like the drinking it out of a water glass makes it feel a little less like you're doing what you're doing, which is getting drunk in the afternoon.
It's going to be a slow afternoon with a headache appearing just before sundown. Yeah, straight in.
Yeah. I'm from New York City. I know how to do this.
I think all you need for that is a brown bag. Let's leave.
With a belly full of hoof and paste, we trundle towards Teide National Park, approved by the dudes at UNESCO as a World Heritage Site for its superlative suite of landforms, which makes it sound like an ad for DFS. The sofa people. Good people.
I'm going to leave the keys in.
Okay.
So if someone wishes to take it, they're welcome.
We arrive at the lunar landscape of Las Cañadas, blasted by centuries of eruptions into a pit of pumice stone.
I've introduced a lot of gravel into my shoe. Look.
Oh gosh.
Yes. That's the overwhelming sensation
Yeah.
of being where the 2010 remake of Clash of the Titans was filmed.
Here.
On this lunar landscape.
It's also important to note that it looks warm but is freezing.
It is cold. It's very high. It's raining below us.
We're up above the rain.
It's not right.
It
None
isn't
of it's right.
Humans shouldn't be permitted to do
You
this.
shouldn't be higher than rain.
The park's main POI for its 3.5 mil annual visitors is Mount Teide, the third highest volcano in the world.
I mean, you really have to give it to mountains, making you really feel your size.
You know, I feel insignificant in all sorts of topographies.
Beaches, office buildings.
B&Q.
At the volcano's base are the Roques de Garcia, twisted pinnacles of lava formed as a result of erosion.
Roque Hinchado,
So impressive.
aka God's finger.
Wow.
But to me, it does not look like God's finger, because as we know, God is Caucasian.
Absolutely.
Like a dignified BG.
I personally love rocks.
You have history with rocks.
I took
Okay.
glaciology in college, so I have a good understanding of rock striations.
Yes.
But really only in one region of Ohio. These seem like they've been here for quite a while.
I think they've been here a while.
Wow.
So have you seen enough of God's big toe?
I think we've seen enough rocks, which was
Yeah.
a lot of rocks.
Yes.
We didn't skimp on rocks.
No.
Let's head off.
This has been bounteous.
Eyes drunk with dust and data, we stumble forth into night.
I'm a little disoriented by how dark it is, but I'm choosing to trust you.
Well, that's an error, because I can't protect you. All I can do is offer you the Stargazing tour, which I've pre-booked and is prepaid.
Wow.
Hi, good night. Welcome. Nice to meet you. I'm
Thank
Carmelo.
you. I'm
Nice
Richard.
to meet you, Carmelo.
Because of its clear skies, clean air and high altitudes, Tenerife takes bronze in the best place to view stars from competition after Chile and Hawaii.
It's your first time looking the night sky?
I've looked up before,
Yeah?
but unless it's the plough, I'm lost.
No, I've never even looked up.
No.
Don't worry about that. The North Star is that star that you
Wow.
see there. Yeah. Distant from us 431 light years.
Oh,
We are
that's
observing
away.
the light with a delay of over 400 years.
Jacobean period. That's
Holy
when that
crap.
light
So I'm
died
looking
off.
at Jacobean light.
You are.
Yes.
Wow.
This is light with roughs on.
When we observe the night sky, always we observe the past, never is present.
I
Goodness.
think Carmelo's the new Oprah. I'm so inspired by everything
Yes.
he's saying.
Yeah.
We wrap our retinas round some of the 83 of the 88 officially recognised constellations that can be seen from Tenerife. And the odd planet.
Shut the door, that's Venus.
We just saw Venus?
This is excellent.
Before Carmelo gets astrological on our asses.
I am Gemini.
Gemini.
Gemini is here tonight.
He didn't seem very enthusiastic about Gemini.
Well, you know they're sneaky and two-faced.
So you're saying like a 12th of the population are just snakes? That's the situation with Gemini.
Unfortunate.
Gemini is very beautiful. We have the body, the legs.
The whole package.
Yes.
But the word he used was beautiful, not sneaky.
I totally hear you.
Thank you.
I'm just going to let this one go.
This has been extraordinary. Thank you very much.
Nice to meet you.
Thank
It's
you so
a
much.
Thank
pleasure.
you, Carmela. That was so
Thanks very
nice.
much. Be careful.
Are there a lot of jackals out here?
After a savage off-camera encounter reminiscent of The Revenant, day one ends with a newfound respect for the wild. In a time that's still to come, we set out like latter-day Ishmaels,
Pilot whales over there.
Who cares?
scale implausible heights,
Do you want me to rescue you?
and envisage a cataclysm.
Couple more of these, and I'm looking up Danny Dyer's phone number, if you know what I mean.
In the first half of our Tenerifean trek, Lena Dunham and I, an oatmeal nightmare, Richard Ayoade, made awkward segues,
You have history with rocks.
swigged directly,
I'm from New York City. I know how to do this.
and vidied Venus.
Shut the door, that's Venus.
We just saw Venus?
Day two starts in Tenerife's capital, Santa Cruz, with a sally through the city's sculpture trail.
I wouldn't put black and orange together, but
I love this cacophony of public art.
The route features work from the 1973 International Sculpture Festival by Henry Moore, Juan Miro, and acclaimed Canarian artists.
look at this prime slab of Martin Cirio, Lady Tenerife,
Beautiful.
the missing Christa Berg song. That's the first one they chose in this whole sculpture-a-thon they went on.
I like this a lot, but I feel like I've seen as much of it as I need to see.
Scottish sculptor Edoardo Paolozzi's homage to Gaudi is suspiciously scalable.
This is beautiful.
Okay, don't go too high. Okay?
Well, I want to go as high as I can go.
I don't want you to get overly high-spirited.
I've become deeply uncomfortable with the choice that I've made.
Do you want me to rescue you?
Well, now here's my question. Do you think I can get back down between these?
I think that's a struggle.
The frontal wedgie I'm experiencing
Yeah.
is profound.
You're going down and through.
Yeah, this seems right.
Okay, you've committed to this. It's an excellent pose for a mid-80s to early 90s soft rap album.
Yep.
Wow. I mean, I'm pleased you're doing this for you. How are you feeling about this one?
You know, I have to say I'm pretty pro the exposed nipple and general fecundity of her.
Well, it's called La Fecundidad.
She looks damn fly. I wish that was the body norm in America and I could just live my truth.
Please, don't force me into a compliment.
In aesthetic disarray, we look to replenish lost fluids at one of the city's oldest restaurants.
Do you want to hop up on this barrel?
Yes.
On this authentic barrel?
The Barraito is a Baroque stack of condensed milk, lemon peel, Spanish liqueur, liquor 43, foamed milk, espresso, and cinnamon.
Muchas gracias.
Gracias.
Disfrútenlo.
Okay, thank you. Oh, wow.
I mean, this is just straight up delicious.
It is nice. Tastes like tiramisu.
I think that for a day drinker who
Yes.
also is courting diabetes, this is the perfect beverage.
Okay, if you're cold, but also want to be drunk.
It's actually gosh darn delightful.
It's good. Do you want to know the origin of this beverage?
Sure.
It was invented here. It spread throughout the Canaries.
But it was invented here in Santa Cruz?
This is exactly where this was spawned. Hey.
Excuse me.
Good. Gravy, thank you.
By way of additional gut punch, we've summoned forth morcilla dulce, or sweet blood sausage.
It's got the texture of innards.
Do you like the taste of it?
I don't mind it. I wouldn't seek it out.
Here's the thing for me. Blood pudding is just a stop, no, we don't go any further.
It's a hard no.
It's a hard no. Blood pudding is something like a jazzercise class or a Dave Matthews Band concert that I've been able to avoid for 30 years, and I'm not stopping now.
Yeah.
But this, I'll pound 6 or 7 of.
That's very good.
And I'm not even a coffee drinker.
I think this is a S4E3 talking.
Woo! Couple more of these, and I'm looking up Danny Dyer's phone number, if you know what I mean.
You're in fast decline here. Okay, I'm going to leave some funds here. It's fine. We'll settle up at the end.
One more sip of Barraito for
We
the
can
road.
have one more. Yes,
The
it's
bra doesn't stay on long after you have a Barraito.
it's
That's
up
what
and
I've
down.
got to say.
You don't want to see me without my bra.
No, I
Things
don't.
are flapping in the wind.
I really
You don't want to see me in a wind tunnel.
Before we loosen the goose any further, we wend west. Tenerife is one of the top 3 whale and dolphin watching destinations in the world. It's bronze once more for the reef.
You probably already know that the short-fin pilot whale is one of the few mammals that go through the menopause.
I think we're having cultural dissonance, which is you said the menopause.
Okay.
In America, we just call it menopause.
Please don't take that definite article as an act of hostility.
You know, this is a nice thing to do with a friend, Richard.
It is nice. It's a little
Back and forth, tipsy-wopsy.
A little bit.
Do you feel nauseous?
Of course.
Is there any part of you that can kind of just relax and think like, I was once in a womb, I was once rocked by my mother, this is the same kind of thing?
Thinking back to that confined space is not relaxing.
Got it.
After several soul-sapping minutes, Captain Jose's trusty tiller takes us to the dolphins.
There.
Yes!
Yes. Look.
Yes! Woo!
There. There.
Ah! I've never been this excited to see only about 1/8 of an animal.
Yeah.
That dorsal fin really got me going. Ah!
Will you stop assaulting me? Look, there.
Oh my God!
And then
Oh my
what?
God, babies! Look
Look,
at the little
tiny.
babies! Ah!
As the sweat soaks my epidermis, the dolphins start to circle,
Wow.
What do they want from us?
as does nausea's icky ring.
Oh. There's no pharmacy on this boat at all. Have you noticed that? There's no pharmacy.
But Jose, like Ahab before him, presses ever more whaleward.
Hey, look.
Wow.
Look at that one.
That's a whale.
Look.
Wow.
Come on now. I mean,
3
this
right
is
in a
good.
row.
They generally travel in pods of 10 to 100.
Whew.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, mama.
I feel we could have done this by watching YouTube clips.
I'm 100% with you. Pilot whales over there.
Who cares? I think there's such a thing as too much whale.
Thank you, Captain Jose.
Welcome.
Thanks to its year-round temperate climes, Tenerife is a popular destination for furious golfers. 50,000 folk a year visit the island solely to rollock balls towards indentations in the earth. And, lamentably, I've arranged a golf lesson with a man called Lorenzo.
I'm so pleased you reminded me to pack my complete orange and white golf outfit.
It was excellent that you already possessed this.
I know.
I just went via a cliche shop and picked this up, so
Let's try to play golf as quickly as possible and as well as possible.
great. You've got
We're
some
in.
tremendous raw materials to work with here.
Under Lorenzo's guidance, there is scant separation between stick and self.
There's something wrong with this ball,
Let's
Lorenzo. Yes,
Yes.
that's better.
Yes.
Like,
It's a bit
as in
different
hockey.
style, but it works.
It's
But
good.
it works for me.
It
works
And
for
that's what
you.
makes me a champion. You
Yes.
get on here, Ayoade.
Okay. And this is a sport.
It's supposed to be, yes.
It's a sport. Okay, here we go. All the best. That did not work. How long till I compete?
You don't have to hit the ball. You have to think you have to hit under the ball.
I have to.
Oh my God!
Look at
Nice.
this.
Sorry to curse, but look at him go.
Please. Am I wrong?
Have you been sandbagging, aka pretending to have
No.
lower skills than you do?
It's just talent.
Thank you.
Lorenzo, we can't thank
Look.
you enough.
My
No
golf
problem.
glove is on my
pleasure.
hip.
You
I've
look
adopted
good.
a pose of triumph.
I do think you've played before.
I've never played before. Let's take it to the fairway.
Yep, let's do it. I'm just gonna pull up right along
That's
here.
fine. Here we
Mind
go.
the gap. Woo!
I think you can maybe just shuffle it down. That's good. Pass and move, pass and move. Pass and jog, pass and jog. This is the kind of golf I can do business with.
So is the point of golf you want to get it to the hole with as few?
As few hits as possible.
Oh.
This jaunty montage, already on the regional BAFTA long list, can scarcely do justice to the sheer ferocity of my strokes.
So good!
That's it.
No!
That's golf.
This has been great. Let's shake on it like businessmen.
Yeah.
See you back on the putting green,
Yes.
sir.
And I like those figures that you mentioned back then, and I will invest.
With a creditable 64 over par finish, we head back to the civility of the city and Santa Cruz's star-strewn breakwater.
Look at this. The whole history of music.
Wow. There have been some very keen misspellings over here, such as
Yes.
Phil Collins spelled F-I-L-L, but
And-
I like it.
Yes, Tom
And it adds.
Johannes. Look at Prince.
Enya.
I do like that period of Elton.
I think that this is a really, really, really special monument to a musical history this island seems to have nothing to do with.
It seems like the act of an absolute deranged serial killer.
It really does.
Our Canarian cavort now sadly committed to digital record. There is just time to pause at the Auditorio de Tenerife to codify our reminiscences.
What do you think about this?
I find it stunning. The building actually reminds me of the visage of some of the whales that we saw, and it's a great place to wrap up our trip.
Our near iconic accomplishments have been secured for a coin drop of £541 per purse.
How could we distinguish between the many high points? Go
I
on.
love the spirit and energy of the people of Tenerife,
Yes.
who are honestly some of the friendliest people I've ever met. Stargazing was amazing. I'm
Yes.
from New York City. I've never seen things like that. I loved the wine straight from the bottle, so fresh at the Watchin J.
Yes, although you could have done that at any corner shop.
But there was a spirit to the
Yes,
grade.
there was.
Coming into this, we didn't know each other.
We did not.
Different cultures,
Sure.
different attitudes.
Partially.
Do you feel like we came together as a unit in a strong way?
I feel there's a very good buddy cop film here.
I think so too.
It's probably set in the back office and we're not allowed in the field.
Who's the good cop and who's the bad cop?
I think we both just have issues with respiration.
Next time, a melee in Miami with Rod Gilbert.
You just caused the Cuban domino crisis.